Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hermit Cave. Hope everybody are doing fan-freaking-tastic today. I saw the comments on the last video. I actually just checked them again, and yeah, you guys seem to really enjoy this super mega mine that we did last time. A lot of people were saying one thing that I don't think is true, and I'm saying I don't think it's true because of my experience with modded Minecraft. But I thought we'd just take a look at it here, and I'm gonna break this for now. On this thing, the mechanical user, a lot of people said that this random slot setting here makes it slower. I don't believe that to be true, because from my experience, it may be true though, I'm not sure. From my experience, if there's nothing else in any other slot, it will always take this slot anyway. Like, it has some sort of default setting if that would be the case. But I'll put it like that, and I just want to acknowledge that I saw you guys' comments about that. What we're gonna do, dudes, is that we're gonna stop this whole shenanigans, or this super machine, for a while. Today, the plan is to make sure that we can process doors, because if you guys remember, yeah, this is just not cutting it. We get a huge backlog in these machines. Actually, just me stopping it seems to have cleared out a lot of it, but we get a huge backlog in the compressors, and yeah, it's just not good enough. And I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do about the situation. I saw one comment was kind of on my on the idea that I had of making it so that we process everything in our refined storage system individually. Like, we remove all of this, we import everything, even the ore pieces, into our refined storage system, and then we export the ore pieces into a compactor, and then send it through the machine. And I think that's gonna be the best way to do it, mainly because that way we won't like overfill these machines. But I don't know if it's going to be a lot better. We're just simply going to have storage for the ore pieces. Yeah, this is a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to do this. Let's try and do that. So take everything down, every single piece of this, and set it up using the refined storage system. The biggest worry, I'll be honest, the biggest worry I'm having is that the storage system will start struggling or lag because it's going to have a constant input and output. But to be fair, it kind of already had a constant input at this point in time. And I don't know how like the mod is built, or yeah, what makes it lag or not lag. But I do want to test this out. I do think that this could potentially help the situation. I also want to put this up somewhere else. I don't want to have this hidden here anymore in the floor. So I think we'll make like a machine in the wall over here in the mine. And I do want to design this eventually so that it has the same sort of roof or ceiling and stuff. But like, maybe we'll make a machine over here that will handle all of this. And from what we saw already, we can see that one elite smelting factory is not going to cut it. Someone suggested that I take a look into the ultimate furnace, and I wonder if this is the one from AgriCraft. Furnace, ultimate furnace, because that one I have. Yeah, I think this is the one. This one I have used before, and I've set up like a super extremely quick smelter using this. I don't know if we can get to this though. This furnace is going to be super fast, but it uses coal. It doesn't use power. We do actually have the red ones. I wonder if that's like part of a loot thing. That would help tremendously if it is. Let's see how many we have. Can I make... Oh dear. We may actually be able to make this furnace. So that would give us all of that. And the blue ones, do we have those as well? So the reason we have these other colored essences is because these are probably dropped from some mob or some loot bag. Let's actually see. Essence. Yeah, we have a little bit of them. Not a lot. This is the one that you get like the basic one, and then you can upgrade them, but it takes effort to to make these different things. But we should be able to potentially actually, we didn't have any orange. No, the prudentium or intermedium is what we need to create. So to do that, we need prudentium. We need the green one, which also we didn't have a lot of. So let's start by making a bunch of this like so. And then I think we use the same infusion crystal to upgrade. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. Inferium furnace. And that's 15% better than the first one. Prudentium, 35%. Orange one, intermedium, plus 60%. Supremium, plus, I didn't even see, 85%. Oh, Superium and then Supremium plus 100. And then the Ultimate plus 9,000. It's over 9,000. Okay, and like I said, I have used this thing before. These are ridiculously quick. Hopefully we still... Oh, we don't have any ore left. We don't have any ore, but let's try with like cobblestone maybe. So we put coal in, and let's just see how quickly we can burn a stack. Yeah, it is ridiculously quick. So yeah, let's do this. I got 2 stacks of cobblestone, right? I'm gonna try and put them in at the same time, but I'm gonna put it in the elite smelting factory first and then put it here. So right click, and yeah, the ultimate furnace wins. It's more than double as quick. More than double as quick as the elite smelting factory maximum upgraded. That's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty ridiculous. So we can use the ultimate furnace in this array instead of the this thing, and then we'll use the enriching factory to crush the ores. I think that's a good idea, but I have to figure out how I want this to work. We have to run some cables. We got to get some importers going, and by the looks of things, when we saw how quick our thing was, we probably need some more speed upgrades and stack upgrade as well. And there is more upgrades to be done to this machine. This is not like the maximum velocity or maximum speed that it's going at. we can upgrade it even more with if we go to the end and if we get the elite or super upgrades for the mechanical user, it's gonna be even faster. But it's not really relevant at the moment. That being said, actually, redstone we had like 2,000. Yeah. And of course, to remind you guys why we do all this crazy mining is because we're gonna need it for extreme crafting. Like, extreme crafting is gonna take a lot of resources. So yeah, we gotta make sure that we have everything going. I think it's wise to start with the hermits here. And make sure that we import this. So my idea would be all of these cables come out, and I can't vein mine this because then it ruins the top cables. I did that mistake already once. But my idea would be that we break these. All right, that's good. Collect all of this junk. Oh my goodness, there's too much junk. And then we're gonna put importers on each and every one of these. And I don't know if we need speed upgrades for these, but we may do. We'll find out. Alright, so now these are connected with importers. I connected it into the system. And of course, we're going to have a backlog in the hermits at the moment. I'm kind of curious to see, that's the fortune one. I'm kind of curious to see if we are keeping up without any speed upgrades. This is efficiency 4, so this is as fast as it gets at the moment because we don't have efficiency 5. Maybe, I mean, we shouldn't really at this point in time have a problem to put like 1 speed upgrade on each of these. It's just a crafting time, but let me see, can I order like 64? Because believe me, I use these things. Yeah, I can. I use these things so frequently. The only thing I'm worried about that I don't think we are actually producing is sugar. I put one on Mumbo as well. But yeah, all of this should be good. So now everything is importing into the system, and already now we're gonna have ore pieces and garbage in the system that we need to deal with. Let's just double check so that everything is going in here. Ore pieces, yeah, things is coming in here. Okay, So the only thing we really need to process are the ore pieces. Like we've been compressing things that we don't really need to compress. We've done it because it's been easier that way. But we only really need to do all the ore pieces into the compactors or compressors. And I wonder how I want to do this. The smartest way to do it would be to have separate ore pieces for separate compressors. So that, for example, if we take, we can see the production rate of things here. Let's say that iron and nickel can go into the same one, because iron and nickel seems to be, like, nickel is a low producing thing and iron is a high producing thing. Yeah, where do I want to put this up though? Just for tests, right? My idea is we'll have a compactor. We will then have an exporter somewhere exporting iron and nickel. We will not export everything into it, right? And then this machine will be taking care of iron and nickel. This way we won't clog the machines up like we were doing here, where we have like one ore piece in one, etc, etc. I think this is the way to do it. It's going to be the clean way to do it anyway. Alright, so I got 3 compressors set up instead of 7. And this may not be enough. We may have to add more once we start our super miner. But for now, this is what I have. I've also pulled cables over here, and I dug this thing out in the wall. It's kind of like a big machine chain. And then the way I put this up is that we got iron and osmium. These seems to be the top and the lowest. We got gold and tin, and then silver, copper, and lead in one. And like I said, I mean, I like the fact that it's very, very clean in comparison to how it was. It's extremely clean. But I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. Now what we got to do from here is we got to take the items, and I want to use the see-through cables here because I like to see items travel, okay? I don't know what's wrong with me. I just like to see items travel. And we're going to take these items and we're going to put them into a buffer inventory. And I'm going to leave some space here just so that if we need more compactors, we have it. And I wonder if we're going to be able to see this thing. So I wonder if a chest is the nicest thing to store these things in. There isn't really a whole lot of options, to be honest. We could use an item buffer, but yeah, that's just going to be ugly. And the reason we want to have a buffer here is just to make sure that I mean, this may not be necessary. Because this guy runs on coal, we need to make sure that we import or that we export coal to it. And I think this is actually like a vanilla furnace. So I think we need to import from the bottom, which is fine. So this here, if I put coal here, we should see, yes, coal going in there. Cool. And then we need to put the items from it into it from the top. Okay, so that goes in there, that goes in there. This should now automatically import things into the system. We definitely need to upgrade this though, so let's put a stack upgrade and some speed upgrades, because you guys saw how quick that thing was. That was incredible. Incredible. I need one more servo as well. Servo. Oops, for this to work. And like I said, the only reason I'm using these cables is because I like the look of them. Or I like to see the items being exported. Okay, so these things can now start exporting. And all the ores that are done should go directly into the enriching factory. This guy does not have any power at the moment, which is a little bit of an issue. But I think we can manage to hide that nicely, like so. Sweet. So that's processing those. And now we'll see if we need a chest here, because my idea is that we'll get the backlog in the compressors. Because we have a system, because we're using a refined storage system, we don't have to worry. Like if these get full, the items will just stay in our refined storage system and our digital storage, right? All right, anyway. And then we need this guy to export into our furnace. Oh, it's so freaking quick. Holy crap. Yeah, the bottleneck here is not the furnace. It's actually the cable. And I have the best servo and the best cables. But yeah, here's an issue. Like yeah, the issue here is that it will take a full stack at a time, but right now it's just taking 2 gold at a time, slowing the entire thing down, which is very annoying. I wonder if it would be, you know what? I gotta try something. This is gonna be a crazy thought, okay? And by the way, this is just the this is just the hermits producing at this speed. So take this times 5 is for how our real system is producing stuff. Okay, we're gonna do this anyway. We're gonna remove this chest. We're gonna import, okay, import here into our refined storage system. Speed upgrades, stack upgrade, and this should clear this immediately into our refined storage system. And then we're gonna simply export the pulvers, which we have to then configure each separately on the top of this thing. Okay, speed upgrades, stack upgrades, and all of these different things. So we want to export copper, we want to export tin. All right, well, there's one thing that we don't know yet. So far with the hermits, this is actually keeping up. It's looking extremely tidy. It's looking very, very nice indeed. And we are processing all the ores. But now I wonder what happens once we start the monster. This is gonna be interesting. So first things first, we have to change up how this sends items, right? So we have to make sure that we're importing. Actually, we can probably do it right here. We got to make sure that we're importing from this vacuum hopper or absorption hopper into the system, and we should be able to do that like this. And I have to make my pickaxe repair. I have to repair my pickaxe is what I'm trying to say. We also have to use, of course, speed and stack upgrades. So we should be able to just take those and do this. Speed and stack. Okay. Man, am I scared about this? Let's go. Let's try this. So you ignore, and you, sir, can be always on. And then I think I have to... Oh, did I crash? Okay, so my world crashed, but it loaded up here again. Oh, it crashed when I started this machine. I guess I can't really empty this now because... yeah, it's backfilled with gravel, which I guess is a good thing because it was just running on the edge. So right now, everything gets sucked in here, gets imported into the system. Okay, so everything is actually up and running now. How are we looking over here? Sleek, pretty good actually. That's weird. Are we actually doing it? Hold on, ore pieces. We are not doing it. Okay. Holy crappers! Okay, stack. I know what the issue is here. Oh no. we want the storage system to be emptied, right? And I think the problem is that we are not exporting quick enough to the compressors. I don't know why it makes me laugh when like you do something overpowered in modded, or just like something that is so ridiculous as this. Oops, I messed up. But it just makes me laugh. It's kind of a cool feeling. Yeah, look at this. So now we are doing it, and I don't know if we are producing quicker than this is processing. Are we producing iron quicker than this machine can handle it, is the question. Obviously now we're gonna have a backlog because our system had a backlog, so it will take some time to clear it, and we can't make any rushed assumptions. But just by making a rushed assumption, it's looking like we're gonna need more compressors, possibly 2 per each area here. Then what happens here? This is definitely keeping up. That's insane. And this thing is actually not struggling that much. I mean, yeah, I guess it's growing. Oh no. We gotta put auto sort on, by the way. That will speed it up a little bit more. This is incredible. Look at the speed of this thing. I mean, I'm gonna be very happy if we are keeping up. Now, how quickly are we getting items to them? This is without, okay? This is without us running our mob farm. This is without any loot packs being opened. Oh. just for the laughs, okay? Let's see what happens if we turn it on. Yeah, you see how that goes up a lot? Oh my goodness. Are we anywhere close to crafting this 16 million one? The whole world. Oh, we have enough of everything? Okay, I'm just gonna 7,600 redstone. I'm just gonna start this. 16 million storage in one disk. I'm just gonna start that. We're just gonna leave it, and it will probably take like an hour for that to complete or something like that. And whilst we wait, I think what I will do here is I will start decorating this area. I want to make this look a little bit better, and yeah, like I said, we may need more compressors, and we may also need another enriching factory, but I will be watching this, so I'll see if we need that. But I do want to design it. My frames are going down so much. Let's shut that off for now, just to save me some frame rates. Alright, so I put some design up on this, and before I show you anything more of that, it's not that much though. We do have to install one more of these, because I've been watching this, and yeah, by no stretch of our imagination are we keeping up with the iron. We seem to be keeping up with everything else though. The reason there's osmium here is because it's been processing iron, of course. So I'm gonna put up one more iron, and hopefully this one is just gonna be iron. Hopefully that will keep up. And then I got this stupid idea that if this works, I'm actually going to be a little bit sad. Well, I'm not going to be sad, but it's going to be a little bit like, oh, I should have done it that way. This is anyway how I designed it. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. We still have to design the ceiling, but I'm picturing the ceiling coming down here so that this is like dug out into a cave sort of thing. And I think it looks pretty cool. We've got the mining here and that there. Got to put something over here in the future. But yeah, let's try this out. What if... Can this thing compact it? It can. The reason that is funny is obviously because these things here drain power, right? So let me demonstrate. Let's change this out for this, okay? And then we're gonna say whitelist, or no, blacklist or pieces. And I may have messed it up there. No, I didn't. This will just take all the iron in one go and just turn it into iron ore chunks. This is a way better way of compacting your ores than doing this. The only problem is you would need one per each. Yeah, you would need one per each ore. And I think we have 7 or 8. And so I'm going to remove that. With the space that we have set up here, we don't actually have any space to set it up for the other ores. But yeah, this is okay. So because now it's gonna prioritize to empty this before it extracts from these, because this fills up with iron ore chunks now, and that is a little bit of a problem. Ideally, you would want one enriching factory per ore. You would want one of these per ore as well, and I wish I would have tested this earlier, because yeah, now these are just gonna fill up. We're producing iron so quick that we're never gonna empty this, I don't think, unless I rebuild the entire system, which would be kind of ridiculous. Oh no. Actually, why is this running out of stuff? It shouldn't. Did we already export all the iron? Because, like, all the iron should definitely be gone from the system at this point in time. Yeah, all the ore pieces are gone. So maybe this does keep up like this. But this has to clear out. If this clears out, then we are home fine here. If this manages to clear out before... Because, like, otherwise... Oh, but it would look better to do it all with compacting drawers, wouldn't it? One thing I will do here, just for looks, is that I will lock this compacting drawer. Making sure that it doesn't blink whenever the iron runs out. But yeah, it seems like this is keeping up. So I kind of want to see that as well. In regards of our craft, I think it's been about 40 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how long I spent on this. But let's have a look. I know that it's not done. Yeah. Oh gosh, this is just ridiculous, to be honest. Look at also how quickly we are producing iron. 31,000, soon to hit 32,000. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. And diamonds we are producing as well, obviously not as quick, but we are producing them. Everything is good with the miner right now. Everything seems to be sort of keeping up. And like I said, we could make this thing even quicker. There was one thing that you guys said in the comments that we're going to look into next time. Apparently, you can stack enchant the diamond meshes. So if we get a book with fortune, we can do 16 at a time. So only one book to 16. We're going to try that out next time. But I'm kind of like, do I now redo everything again? No, that seems to be good now. Like, do I redo everything and just put compacting drawers and maybe one enriching factory per ore? That would definitely keep up. But I really like how sleek this is, right? It's really nice. But if you're new and if you're setting up something now, use compacting drawers. Skip these stupid compressors. They're garbage for this when we have compacting drawers. Compacting drawers are cheap to make. They're powerless. They instantly turn it into the ore, and I just didn't know that they could do that. It seems though that this is going to be fine now that it's processed all the iron. Yeah, now the backlog of osmium came from this thing. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be fine, dudes. I'm gonna call it fine there. In order to see if our ultimate furnace is keeping up with all of this shenanigans, we can search for pulver, and we don't want any backlog here. And as you can see, it's actually looking pretty good. Pretty good. It does seem to keep up, which is insane. The coal is being produced, by the way, from not only the hermits and our crafter, but also from our wither skeleton whenever I run that. And I just shut it off here like 10 minutes ago. We've got a wither skeleton trophy, and we've got 764 of the skulls. I don't think I've ever got one of these. I don't know what it does, though. It doesn't seem to do anything. But yeah, one side goal for this series would be to collect all the different trophies. I wish there is a quest for that, because I think that's just a fun little thing. Oh, did you see that? I think it actually gave us a wither skull. Yeah, I think it gave us a wither skull. So maybe it does have a function. These trophies usually do. Like a zombie trophy will give me rotten flesh, right? Maybe not. Some of them have functions, I know that. But it's like very slow. Anyway, I think that's gonna have to do for today. I'll have to AFK my world here for the craft to finish. But yeah, 16 million storage coming up. We got this all set up, all figured out. It looks a lot better. I can actually go ahead and just break all of this garbage right here, because it's no longer in use, and that feels pretty good. Clear out this space. So that we don't have anything stupid hidden underground. I really don't like having things just hidden away, but sometimes it's necessary to progress. And I gotta do some repairs and stuff here. By the way, Refined Stores has changed in terms of how you cover things up, and I didn't actually know this. In the past, you had to chisel and bit stuff, so I thought I tried to chisel and bit stuff, but now this mod actually has covers, so you can just craft covers and cover up your cables, which is really nice. Like, that's what I did over there to make that wall look so sleek. And we can do it with the hermits as well. But yeah, I'll do some cleanup and I'll continue to AFK for the mega craft. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you dudes have enjoyed. If you did, of course, hit the like button down below. Show your love and support. And consider subscribing if you're new. And I'll see you dudes in the next episode.